Hey, it's Mel from Rap Rankings. To hear the full episode this clip comes from and all of the other episodes, check the link in the description, stop by raprankings.com, or search Rap Rankings on your favorite podcast platform. And please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting to help us grow the channel and continue our journey as hip-hop's first and premier extreme podcast. Track 2, W.O.L.V.E.S, or Wolves, by Krumbsnatcha and M.O.P, produced by Knots.
Knots, my man.
That's your man?
Yeah, I'm a big Knots fan.
That's your man? We're not talking about the theme park.
No, I'm talking about Knots. N-O-T-T-Z.
The Berry Farm, rather.
Knots from Virginia. He's a great producer.
Okay. Well, listen. I've been known on this show as the M.O.P hater. While that is untrue, I would be adding fuel to the fire here with this rating, flat 6.
Okay. Well, I gave this one a 6+. Close but no cigar.
Okay.
This beat by Knots. I mean, the thing about Knots, it's funny his name is Knots because oftentimes his beats knock.
That was stretch.
He's got like a nice little drum pattern here. This is one of those like operatic end of the world style beats.
This beat was I don't even think of the drum pattern. I think of the bass line. The bass line is the best part of the beat. I think that's what propels the whole composition, if you will. Okay. This was in the movie too, I noticed.
Yes, this was one of the only songs from the actual soundtrack to be in the movie.
Yeah. And I'll say I get it now, I guess, because I listened, before the movie, but after I'm like, oh, wolves, because they did that scene where they were howling in the car.
Yeah.
He's like, what are you? That's a rooster. He needs to be a wolf.
And by the way, a lot of these songs on the soundtrack directly reference or
boy, do they directly reference.
Are
things.
Directly referencing or related to the film. This is a soundtrack in the sense that you could tell the artist didn't just email them a song that was already, just kind of like sitting on the cutting room floor.
Yeah, they probably, screened the film for the artist. And it's like, all right, write a song. And they're like, all right, I think this
to
is
varying degrees of, like, some people played that idea a little closer than others,
Yes, for sure. And we'll get into it. The Krumbsnatcha man. So correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But he comes on here. First lyric of the whole soundtrack. A full moon make my blood curl. Does blood curl? I've heard of blood curdle.
Curdle.
Right. Blood can curdle. Blood doesn't curl.
No.
You can skin. Your skin can crawl. You can have a blood curdling. Makes my blood curl. Makes no sense. So you're already bad. No.
Crumb, I when we do these various artists' soundtracks, I like to briefly discuss the artists in question.
Okay.
Because it's important to know where we're coming from with this. Krumbsnatcha is a name that I know from M.O.P songs and I know from Gangstar songs off the top of my head. It's a name that I remember hearing and seeing for years. This is not an artist who I've dug into as a solo artist in any capacity whatsoever. M.O.P, I do consider myself at least a fan of their albums Warriors and Firing Squad. So from from 96 to 2000, I think their shit is money. But I wouldn't say I'm a super fan of M.O.P, but I appreciate what they bring to the table. They bring a specific energy to the table. So I'm an M.O.P fan. Wouldn't say I'm a Krumbsnatcha fan, but wouldn't say I'm the Krumbsnatcha hater because I just don't have enough experience with Krumbsnatcha to say one way or another.
Wow. Elitist moles, bougie moles who's never had to snatch crumbs. I see what this is about. Me, on the other hand, I don't hate him because he's poor.
You just made fun of this man's lack of education and vocabulary.
It's true. I did, didn't I? Whatever.
Be consistent, at least. If you want to be woke Mel, then play that character. But,
well, we know about a lot of the wokes. They're hypocrites. So I am playing the character.
Fair enough.
You pick and choose when you want to be woke. That's how it works. What's with rappers and Voltron, man?
Yeah, I know, right?
They're always talking, not to be a Seinfeld.
Form like
they're always
Voltron.
Talking about Voltron, forming like Voltron, and everybody's always, we get it. Voltron, he forms. Okay, enough about Voltron. They said, Mel, this is before your time. You don't get it. I said, no, it's not about getting it. It's like you got to be more inventive. Other things come together. What's something else that forms?
Yeast and dough, right? Forms into dough. Anyway, the dough was last week on Streets is Watching.
That was last week.
As far as the rapping on this song, I think Krumbsnatcha is not standing out for me. I think Lil.Fame is okay, but he's not really standing.
Billy Danz has the best verse.
Oh, totally agree. I think other than like the usual M.O.P. rowdiness that Lil.Fame brings to the table, Billy Danz, there's a part on his verse where he goes, I will kindly lift your ass up your feet.
Yeah.
Like, good just stuff. The way he kind of like takes his energy in different directions and, does a little bit of that showmanship that I love so much. Like,
he mentions that Annie up.
Yep.
That's why I holler Annie up when you holler bling bling, setting himself apart from the other rappers.
Like, he's standout on here for me. He has moments that I feel like are legitimately very good, but and I dig the beat, but Lil.Fame and especially Krumbsnatcha, no offense, just did not bring enough to the table for me to make it feel like something more substantial. Like, there's just moments on this that I like, and I mean, I'm a Knots fan, so I like the beat.
He mentioned William again, Billy Danz. You remember I was asking, what was that, last week? The week before?
We got to definitively find out, is it Danes or Dans?
Danze. Danze?
Definitely not Danze. I feel like it's Dans. I'm sorry, I feel like it's Danes, but Jesse will let us know.
Billy, Yeah, Jesse will
Billy is Billy Boards or Billy Joel.
Joel. Let's go with Joel. I like Billy Joel. Or we could just call him William, because William is back. William Berkowitz, remember? You cleared that up for me recently.
I did.
He said William never sleep. I'm like, I know about William. Speaking of names, he said something here that made my ears perk up.
Okay.
He said, what happened to Diallo is a motherfucking shame. And I thought for a second he said D. Allen, which is my middle name. And I'm like, true. What happened to D. Allen is a motherfucking shame.
No, he's talking about Amadou Diallo.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about D. Allen. Okay. And we need justice for D. Allen.
Oh, play D. Allangelo for the people.
No, why would Oh,
you brought
man.
it up. You're the one exposing vital personal information on the show.
I don't
play D'Angelo.
I'm gonna give him some of D'Angelo. Fine.
I heard it, so you have to hear it, sort of stuff, guys.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Here we go. Folks, I'm a podcaster now. That's it. That's
fresh off of Versus, D'Angelo.
That
I'm gonna do a remix of an old classic, Mel. Ready?
Yeah.
no range.
Have we ever told? Have you ever told the no friend story on the show?
I mean, there was a kid that I went to school with by the name of Jared Blesnick, and he would sometimes go up to people while they're walking in the hallway and creep up behind them and just go, "No friends," which was simultaneously about the cruelest thing another human being can do to another human being in like a high school setting, while also simultaneously being one of the funniest things in hindsight that I've ever can recall from those years.
Yes, that is bullying excellence. But in that regard, it's one of the cruelest things. Just imagine coming to somebody no context and just telling them.
He would hang out at the card shop. That was like, when you left the high school, there was like a pizza place. There was a card shop called Bookmarks, like right down the block from the high school. Okay. And he would hang out at the card shop. And I would tell you, he would rip packs. And he would have his other catchphrase, Don Russ.
Yes! Yes! This guy's a legend, okay? He's amazing. He's a legend. Cruel man, but he's amazing.
He also disappeared in 12th grade, our senior year. And, like, I think he went to, like, he got sent to, like, a private school or something because we stopped seeing him.
Oh, man. Then he had to say no friends to himself. Standing in the bathroom mirror at school. No friends. Great. Karma, right? Okay.
Yep. So as a just call back again to D'Angelo.
Yeah.
No range.
Yeah, I thought I was doing something there. Look, you gotta remember, I heard this beat and I was like, D'Angelo? I like ran out to my car thinking I got something. It's like I'm a channel. It was a dark time. Was it 2017? Yeah, it was a dark time. All right. I don't want to talk about it, but yeah, yeah, what happened to D'Angelo is a mother effing shame. So, only other thing I have to say about this record is midway through, I was thinking to myself, and I'm like, okay, this is what people would refer to as no hose music. You know what it is when you hear it. Which in that's not necessarily a problem. I just had to make the observation.
The chorus sucks, by the way. If I didn't mention.
That you're right. Actually, that is something else I wasn't. Kids choirs don't have the greatest success rate. Can I just say that?
Yeah. I mean, it's as an element in the beat, it sounds cool, but like as a part of the hook.
But when they turn it up during the chorus, y'all police best be ready. And there are so many kids' voices
actually on this whole. A lot of the choruses on this whole soundtrack are a little iffy.
Oh, for sure. And they're not even like enunciating, so it sounds like y'all police must be ready. And I'm like, what? You know, get these kids out of here. Send them back to school. They clearly can't speak yet, you know? But yeah, if I had any reservations about this being no hose music, when W.O.L.V.E.S said, I put it down, M.O.P spit fire, show them what we stand for. Yes, sire. All I need is my niggas, my guns, and my CDs. I'm like, what did I just say? Exactly. He proved my point.
Yeah.
This is not music to...
This is 50 dudes in a room music, overdressed, all wearing like jackets indoors.
You know it.
Rolling blunts, like standing.
Yep. That's right. That's all there is to it.
Cramped up next to another, sweat dripping down the sides of their bodies and down their butt cracks.
So vivid.
And it's just for that, it gets a 6+, you know?
Right. Well, hey, D'Angelo is
that boy D'Angelo. He's determined not to fail.
Oh, he wore a denim outfit a whole year. Oh God! All right, listen, we gotta move.
He uploaded YouTube videos every day for his record to fail.
Listen, the combination of my many failures in life plus this depressing sonic meal in my body is just wow. It's just Jesus Christ, folks.
Well, it's a bleak life, and the music about it is often very bleak.
So let's
rap.
continue. Yeah. Hey, it's Mel from Rap Rankings. To hear the full episode this clip comes from and all of the other episodes, check the link in the description, stop by raprankings.com, or search Rap Rankings on your favorite podcast platform. And please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting to help us grow the channel and continue our journey as hip-hop's first and premier extreme podcast.